well today. I totally just ducked that one up. I was trying to talk and I somehow did not unmute myself. I think I forgot to do it because it's been so long since I've strummed. But yeah, it's been kind of it's been kind of crazy. It's been kind of crazy. I've been doing a lot of IRL work, you know, real life work, and also, there's been a winter storm. Yeah, there's been a winter storm, and it is white outside. Like, I can't even begin to tell you just how white. Super, super white. And I am not a fan. No siree, I am not a fan. I looked outside and I was like, no. I got some rock salt, and that's helped, but it doesn't help the fact that I'm gonna have to clear off my car the next time I want to use it. So I'm probably gonna do that today, because I got stuff I want to do tomorrow, and I don't know how long it's gonna take to clear. So yeah, we'll still be running like 2-3 hours today for stream, just because of the fact that there's no ducking way. I'm going to wait on trying to shovel off all the snow. It's just so much snow. So much snow. Just non-stop snow. I mean, to put it simply, for those of you who have not seen snow in your lives, I'm gonna give you guys a visual preview of what that's like, okay? What it's like. Just always have this. Always have this going on. It's just constantly snowing. So this is what I've been dealing with. Just non-stop snow. I looked outside this morning, I was like, it can't be snowing again. It can't be snowing again. But I guess, you know, that's what happens when you move into the mountains. Hello, Mika. Hello. Oh no. Ah! Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, my life lately has just been a lot of ducking snow. So much snow that it goes up past my ankles. It's like 5 or 6 inches outside. I hope you're doing all right. I don't know if you're stuck in snow too, but if you are, I'm sorry. I don't know if there's hope for you. There's a lot of snow. But it's good to see you again. I know it's literally been a few weeks since I've streamed because I've been so ducking busy. I never been around snow in my life. Well, this is your simulation, okay? I turned on the snow in VTube Studio so you could see what it's like. Except it doesn't have any temperature, so you can't really actually tell exactly what it's like. But you could just trust my judgment and understand that it's very cold. It's very cold. We have been, for like the last week, in sub-freezing temperatures. It has been under 32 degrees Fahrenheit and under 0 degrees Celsius for like the last week. And it has been nothing but snow. So much stucking snow. I am not a fan. No, not at all. And, it's causing me problems in my life. So many problems. Do you know what it's like to go out to the pharmacy in snowy conditions? It's just slippery, crunchy road. And yes, I do mean crunchy. Like, it crunches under your tires. And it's not fun. It's not fun at all. But some kids around the area beg to differ because one of my roomies spotted some kids sledding yesterday. That's how much snow there is. And I'm still not a fan. Although, one of my friends did suggest a specific de-icer for the car so that if my doors are frozen shut, because that's a thing that happens, apparently. I didn't know doors could actually close, like, freeze close, like, up until recently. I thought, oh, you could just pull hard enough, like, if you have enough grip, and you can just open it, and it's fine, as long as there's no snow on it. No. It just freezes, and then you can't open the door, and then you're stuck, and it's particularly bad if it's like 11 o'clock at night because you decided that you had to go to the store, and you don't have a way to open your door, and it's like 20 degrees out, which is like -5 Celsius. So it was not fun. But I digress. The real reason we're here today is to have some fun and not with snow. So we're gonna turn off the snow. There we go. We've turned off the snow. It's no longer snowy in my chat. But what we are gonna go ahead and do. Oh, there's a wild Dragalga? I'm not sure how to say that Pokemon name, but it's in chat. You could try to catch it using !PokeCatch. The real reason we've gathered here today is to see the new duck. And by the new duck, I mean the old duck, but we're gonna rework the eyes because they bother me so ducking much. I need to fix my eyes. So much because I'm not gonna give myself a new model for some time. Okay, that's just how it's gonna go. Although I am working on another model design. That said, I've shown a few people. And that design is going to be saved for when I can actually like spend the time to draw properly and rig, because right now, also, imagine, because I can't really imagine right now because I don't have the time to because I'm so busy with work, but I need to come up with outfits. I might come up with like an outfit contest or something. I don't know. And the winner can have their design as part, like a triggerable for my new model design. I'm gonna actually have, I think, a pretty interesting idea. I've already drawn up the rough draft of it. I've already made the rough draft of it, you guys. I know I showed Angel, but I don't know if she's in here yet. I've shown Angel. I've shown my my artist roommate, Zyrite. I showed a few other people. I think I showed Ollie N too. Ollie N Ashford. Who's a good friendo. But I have to come up with a few outfits for it because I'll be darned if I have a singular outfit. I will not have just a singular outfit for my new model when I make it. But I have a few models I have to finish before I can actually make it. So it's a bit on the back burner, but whenever I feel the tinge of inspiration for new clothing, I start drawing on my sketch. So pretty soon I'll be able to actually start taking commissions too. But I have to finish the few models I have left. I'll probably start out with just rigging only because rigging is a lot faster for me. In fact, we're going to prove that today. We're going to speed rig my Chibi eyes again. I am re-rigging them. Yeah, that is exactly what we're doing. That is actually what we are here for today. So we are going to be doing a speed rig on my eyes because I want to fix them. They bother me so ducking much. They bother me like you wouldn't believe. So we're gonna fix that, okay? We're gonna fix it. So the way we're gonna fix it is we're gonna undo all of our hard work. And while I'm at it, I might as well give you guys some stars to jump for. If you like playing with the stream avatars, you can use exclamation point jump to catch some stars. Yeah. So this is gonna be a whole thing. I tried to be lazy with my eyes, okay? That's exactly what happened, is I was lazy with my eyes when I did them, which is why they're ducked up, okay? So what we can do, if I go into the physics settings here, let me see if it pops up on your guys' side. Okay, it does pop up on your side. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna turn on the Live2D VTube Studio like linking here. So that we could show y'all what exactly I'm talking about here. Okay, give that permission. There we go. So it's like, you could see on my eye, there's like a really weird, like, is this? You see how it doesn't quite go in there? I also don't like the fact that my pupils, like, do that. So I want to fix that. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna make it a lot more like my pixel model. Yeah, because right now I'm not digging the eyes. Like, look at that. What is up with the half eyes? I like my pixel model way more. So we're gonna go ahead and fix them by deleting all of their keyframes and redoing them from scratch. This is gonna be glorious. This is gonna be so glorious, chat. I am so scared. Okay, so those are just on and off toggles. Let's find the eye open. So that's gonna be here. Yeah, so this, we're gonna just, delete. We just deleted that permanently. Then we're gonna come over here. Go to the top lash. We're gonna actually give this a proper meshing, okay? We are going to mesh this properly because look at this mangled mess, okay? This is something that I put together as a test for a speed run. So for reference, for anyone who is unaware, when I made my Chibi model, yes, Live2D. I am a Live2D duck. I do all of my own models. And also welcome to chat. Hello. So I made this whole model as a test to myself. I said, I want to make a Live2D model for myself from scratch in under 24 hours. Well, I succeeded, but at the same time, it is so ducking scuffed. So we're going to fix that. We are actually going to do this the correct way. You will watch this duck's eyes be born anew. Because that is exactly what we're gonna do today. I initially could not figure out what I was gonna do today. Thank you. Thank you. Although I think that my sound alerts are ducked. I can't tell if they're going off or not. I absolutely love sound issues. I mean, it's not as bad as it was before, though, because before I had the problem that my audio would completely and totally crash because I was using Beacon. Word of advice if you stream, do not use Beacon. Beacon is like the worst. It is absolutely the worst, except their mics. But even then, I would not. As soon as I find a very specific cable for my friend upstairs, I'm taking back my mic and giving her old one back, which is a nice mic, but my problem is I don't like Beacon software. It is so bad. It is so bad. It crashes my PC so much. So yeah. If you are new here, by the way, welcome. We do Live2D and we do crowd control and we do indie games, mostly. Occasionally we do Nintendo stuff too. I really love Zelda. It is a problem because I am not particularly a fan of mega corporations at all. However, I make an exception for Nintendo because Nintendo at least will make sure that their people stay employed. So that's my caveat here. We're just gonna carefully mesh this so that I don't duck it up again. I am not auto meshing this. I am actually properly meshing, chat. There are some really incredible things that you can do with manual meshing too if you are new to Live2D. Oh gosh, that is an abomination to man. We're gonna fix that. An abomination to duck kind and man. Maybe woman too. Okay. So I like having this one a little bit closer to the edge. It just makes life a little bit easier when trying to manipulate. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be a heck of a lot better than it was. Because what it was before was an abomination. Okay. I'm going to kind of scooch this a little bit more forward because I want to have more control when I am doing the eye open and close. And then when we're done with this side, we're going to copy paste it to the other side and do it properly this time. Because last time I did not do it properly because I did not know how to. I have since learned how to better Live2D. It also didn't help that I cheesed the clothes on the last one when I originally did it, because I basically just did a drag down with the box so it flipped the lashes, and we don't want to do that because that's how you get jank lashes. That is exactly what happened and why my eyes were so ducked. Boop. Just getting this a little bit better. Getting the end over here less close together. And then making it more evenly spread so it doesn't kill itself when I'm trying to do the manipulation of the mesh. We want less stretching and more just natural forming. That is why we have so many triangles. Okay, I think that's pretty close to what I want it to be. You can always edit this later as I'm proving right now. So I'm not too worried. I'm also going to manually mesh these for a similar reason. I really hate my mouse. I really do. Okay. So now, this is just a very simple mesh. So we're just gonna go and I think the best way to do it from here is kind of come in through the middle. And then treat this very similarly to what we just did. We're gonna kind of do that at the tip. Kind of go through the middle. And then back over here. And then we should be able to do an auto connect and then get rid of the stuff that doesn't matter. we don't need that over there. And what this is going to do is it's just going to make our lives easier. It's going to make our lives so much easier when we're trying to make this look right. Bring that a little bit closer. I could probably add a few dots here. This basically just allows us to manipulate the mesh a little bit better. So we're gonna do that. Ah! Too close, too close. Okay. This... I feel like we could kind of simplify this one. This one doesn't really require it, but... Actually, you know what? I'm going to erase that because I'm going to do something. We're going to mirror edit, okay? Okay, why can't we mirror edit? Am I doing something wrong? Because usually if you mirror... Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, we'll try this again. Mirror edit. We're gonna kind of bring that over. That's the reason why. That is exactly why. We're gonna just slightly adjust that so it's about in the middle. And then we're gonna all the way around. And then we're gonna kind of come out to the edges here. Get that about right there. Add an extra on either side. And then we can auto-connect. There we go. Looks a little bit like a Ferris wheel. And we have a wild stunfisk in chat you could try to catch using !PokeCatch. Okay. So I think I'm going to do now is do a lasso. Around these outer ones. And we're going to kind of Control-Alt-Shift this to bring this in. Bring that down just slightly. There we go. That reminds me. Let me see. I remember that there was a way to show what you click on. As I feel like that would be helpful for you guys. There it goes. Display operation. That way you know. Because when I'm doing stuff like the manual meshing and whatnot, you'll be able to see what exactly I'm doing. So, like right there, just shows you. Click. Okay. We're gonna check out the pupil now. What is going on here? We're gonna do another meshing. So we're doing the eyes properly this time. This time we gotta move this over a little bit more. There we go. So we're gonna kind of come out and around. Does not need to be perfect. But the mirror edit certainly does help. Okay. And then I'm gonna kind of come in around the edges here so that we keep crisper edges. Although I think the new update for Live2D is fixing that, which would be fantastic because it has been a problem for some time. And if you're wondering exactly what I mean, I will be showing you a little bit when I actually go to do the rigging itself. And if you're wondering why I go up here to like click on the the mouse and then like the add points again. It's just so that I can get off of that dot. I can put that there and then I can auto connect. There we go. That works. And now we gotta do the iris. Same thing. And yes, I am aware that there's an easier way to do this. However, am I lazy? Also, yes. So once again, we're going to be kind of going around here. Oh, that was a bad placement. Let's fix that. Is it a little bit wobbly? It's fine. It's fine. But man, it has been a while since I've done Live2D, and I am so happy to be able to do some today. Because I was thinking about doing gaming, and gaming is fun. However, so is Live2D. I'm just going to repeat a similar process here. Kind of going around the edges. And then auto connect. There we go. And now we're gonna check out the sclera because that's another monstrosity. We're gonna fix this mesh too. But we don't need a mirror edit on this one because this one is not actually, how do you say, like, identical on both sides. Although I really should have taken better care when I was actually doing the art itself to not have like these weird protrusions, I will note. But it's fine. It's okay. We're just gonna go through a similar process here. Make it easier on ourselves when we're doing our opening and closing. What is going on here? Why can't I put this one over here? Something tells me that I have some kind of weird clipping issue that is not going to work out well. Yeah, let's cancel the mesh here. Let's see what exactly is going on. Why are you like this? Let me actually go to the sclera here. What is going on that is making you like this? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's maybe the deformer. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Because we are going to be doing something completely and totally different. We're also going to get rid of these. Don't mind the monstrosity before you. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be redoing all of this. Okay. So where are we? Oh, yep, there we are. Yep, that is exactly a problem. We're gonna just get rid of these for now. We'll come back to these later. But for now, to avoid having weird issues, we're just gonna do that. Now, where did my sclera go? Okay, let me see. Where am I missing it? Oh, you know what? I need to revert it. We gotta revert this, because I realized where exactly I did that. Okay. So we're gonna go to modeling, texture, Where is it? Where is it? Parameter. It's somewhere in these. I have to find it again. But you can revert this back to its original form. I just have to find the actual option. I remember I found it once. Let's see. Edit. Was it this one? Let's see. Wait, no. Edit form, I think it was. Revert to original. There we go. Oh no. It's over here. Well, I guess that was the wrong, because I think I might have started over here. So we're gonna just, reflect this horizontally. Where is it? Okay, we're all the way over there. Let's fix this. Situation with the sclera. Why is only... Oh. There we go. Like, why is only the shadow showing? And we're gonna move that kind of right in there. Okay. I think we fixed the sclera issue. However, we are going to have to get rid of that. We're basically redoing the eyes completely. That is exactly what we're doing. Because we need to. For sanity reasons. Okay, now that we've done that, let's see. Maybe we can do a little bit better with the auto mesh. No? No? Let's just do a manual mesh then and see if we can fix this. Let me see. Okay, that goes over that area now, so I think we fixed this. Okay, chat. This is how you mesh a sclera without... I hate this. I hate this. I'm gonna have to just use this thing. There we go. Hello! Good morning. It's good to see you. Hi, INR. By the way, if y'all are not already following INR, INR is a wonderful human being and also VTuber, but also facecam streamer. Yeah, I will fix that. I will bring that down a bit. I had to switch over some stuff with my audio adjustment because I went away from Beacon because I hate ducking Beacon. I hate it so much. So yeah, I decided to go back to voice meter, and now I have to re-evaluate where the audio levels are so I get it back to normal. We're still working on that. Yeah, you understand. It also doesn't help the fact that I was on Prism Live for such a long time, and then I came back to OBS because I wanted to be able to use SammyBot. Because SammyBot only works with OBS, not any special flavors of OBS. Even though I like Prism Live more than OBS, I have to use OBS for it. But I have very specific uses for SammyBot, so it's not even like I use it every stream. So in theory, I could go back to Prism for like half the stuff, but I don't want to have two different setups. You know, that's just way too much ducking work. Especially because then I have to have multiple Stream Deck setups, and it's just not fucking worth it. It ain't worth it. Also, if you are stuck in the snow, like I have been, please be safe. It is absolutely rough with the blizzards, with the snowstorm. It has been just... It's still snowing. It's still ducking snowing. And I can't with it. It's just nonstop snow. I experienced what it's like to have your car door frozen shut. I've never had that happen before. And then suddenly, I had it happen. You know, I've never experienced that phenomenon, and it is scary, especially when it happens at a really inopportune time of night and you're trying to go home. Reasons I moved south. Yeah. You know what's funny though, Einar, is I actually moved south. I moved south from Delaware. I am no longer in Delaware, and I moved south from Delaware. And yet still, apparently Delaware got less snow than we did where I currently live. And that's just wild to me. I'm like, how does somewhere more northern not get as much snow in the same path? Because I'm like 4 hours from where I used to live, right? So I'm like, why? Ah! Hello, Doc. Good morning. It's good to see you. So yeah, it's been kind of wild. I've also been doing a lot more work lately, which has been exhausting. But I decided today that I would do some very just chill, casual Live2D that does not make me want to pull my hair out. You know? Oddly enough, I actually really, really, really enjoy Live2D. I hear people complain all the time. Like, it's so much work, it's so much to do, and I'm like, I will trade you. I'll let you do the art. You can let me do the rigging, because rigging is so much easier for me. As someone with aphantasia, it makes me so upset that I struggle so much with designing. Designing things is not my forte, and I'm happy though that Otaku Dan TV has entrusted me with designing his model. It is going to be very complex though. But the complex part is fine once I get to the Live2D part. It's everything that comes before that the trouble is. You know? I'm gonna kind of come through here. And move these a bit closer in, I would say. I'm gonna kind of shrink that in. Oh, I'm gonna go back into that. I did not mean to do that so quickly. I'm gonna go back to this. And no, I don't want to click more than one of you. There we go. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. We're just gonna kind of move these dots in closer to the sclera, which is the fancy technical term for the eye white. Thank you. I really do too, Doc. I made this because you want to know something, right? Is I thought to myself, people pay a lot of money to be able to have a really fancy starting soon screen, right? So I decided, you know what? They've already done all the animation and stuff. I could do that too. Let me make a fake starting soon screen, which is actually a model in disguise. As you can see. I had way too much fun with this, and I can turn the tracking on and off with just a button. So then the effect looks kind of like this. If I can get it to work. I think something broke, but it's fine. Actually, maybe this. Yeah, no, it broke. I think because I have the VFX, oh, no, it's because I had a pop-up over in Live2D. That's why. So I can kill the tracking like this. So at any point, I can look like an actual Game Boy. But yeah. And also, turn that text off. So yeah, I had way too much fun making that, which by the way, for any VTubers in chat, if you do happen to lurk long enough, I have a redeem where you can have me make you one of these models. Because I have the framework in place, I just have to make the pixel art and then slap everything into place, and then it's done. and I would do it all on stream. So you'd have your own pixel model. It's only a bust up, but I mean, it's kind of cool, I think. And you can choose any like 4 colors, because it's a 4-color thing. Because that's how the original Game Boy was. If you actually look it up, these colors that you see right here are the actual Game Boy colors, like for the original Game Boy. It was really challenging figuring out exactly how I was gonna place them, because I'm like, 2 of these greens looks exactly the same. That's gonna be interesting. But I figured out how to make it work. As you can see, there's like a slight difference, for example, between my duckbill and then my fluff behind it. But my duckbill also matches the blue part of my hair, which, well, as you see, is now green because Game Boy. So yeah, I made that a redeem because I figured, you know, anyone who's dedicated enough to hang out for 100,000 points, especially when I do crowd control, deserves it if they really want it. So that's the thing that I'm doing. So now I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna kind of make a line through here, I think, and then auto connect. So now we have an easier to work with Scalera. That should work a lot better. Now I gotta do one of the last parts I've not yet meshed, which is gonna be this one. This is gonna be tricky. I really shouldn't have done it like this, but I did because, again, I was rushing. I was trying to make this model in under 24 hours when I made it originally. So, if you look at this mangled mess, if you don't, if you know anything about Live2D, you don't usually combine the side area with the bottom, but I did, because I'm dumb like that, but it's okay. Because we're going to come in here and kind of fix it. We're going to kind of fix it by just giving it a proper mesh for its shape. Because that is the most important thing in Live2D above all else, is that even if you have something that is unreasonably combined, that you know how to separate it using manual meshing. And when I say separate, I don't actually mean separate. I mean just make it workable. Because I've seen some people do like really, really complex like masks and like jewelry and stuff using manual meshing and not need to have a bunch of layers, which I think is fucking incredible. And I want to get to that skill level. So we're practicing today. We're practicing our manual meshing today. That is exactly what we're doing. And we're doing it all while listening to indie bop stream beats, because we like stream beats in this chat, in this stream, in this channel. Yeah. Oh my ducking god, that is too far away. Okay, I don't like that one being so far, and I'm sorry, I have the hiccups, chat. I have the ducking hiccups. They will not leave me alone. I feel like anytime it gets colder, I get hiccups more. Why is that? Does anyone have the medical knowledge in here to understand that? Like, why is it that when it's colder, I get more hiccups? I'm also gonna add an extra dot there because I think it's appropriate. Bring this up. Okay, now we auto connect, and then we get rid of this abomination in between. Ah! Yeah, I think Sound Alerts is broken again. Don't think anyone understands hiccups. Yeah, I was trying to look it up, you know, online, as you do when, you know, you don't want to induce a panic upon yourself because you totally have cancer, according to Dr. Google. But I was like, why is it every time I get up out of bed, I have hiccups? Why is it when it's colder, I always have hiccups? I need to know the answers to these very pertinent questions, and nobody seems to have them. Which is just a downright ducking shame. This is a little bit weird over here, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It don't need to be perfect. Okay. Okay, you heard it, so I'm just not hearing it. That's fine then. That's fine. In cold air can cause a muscle contraction, which can make you hiccup more. That is true. That is true. So, this thing... This is what I was talking about before when I was saying, like, Live2D is, like, fixing their issues with their messy meshes. I'm not sure that I want to be... I hate my scroll wheel. I need a new mouse. When I go to Walmart the next time, when I have a little bit of extra money, I might just grab myself a mouse while I'm there. Because Walmart is pretty cheap in my area. So, unlike where I used to live, where it was like kind of okay. It was probably the cheapest I had besides like Aldi. But like, yeah, I might just get a new mouse because this scroll wheel has been the bane of my existence, and you kind of need it when you're doing Live2D, especially if you want to be efficient. So I'm gonna get rid of these right here. We are going to just work with what we got. Let me see. Okay, I can redo that, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna need to just redo this whole ducking thing. Yeah. Also for my sclera, I think I need to move it over just slightly more so that it's covering that, the bits. I also might just stretch it a little, because you can actually edit the meshes in that way. There we go. That's a better mesh. That's better. Is it the right way to do it? No. But does it work? Yes. That's all that matters. That's something that I really want people who are learning Live2D to understand. Is that just like there's like a dozen different ways that you can cook a dumpling, or like eggs, or like steak, or literally anything. There's like 1,000 ways to do Live2D. There are so many ways you can do things. I do things the way that work for me. And if you learn Live2D, you should do things the way that work for you. There are some things that are just best practices. However, for the most part, you just do you. I use a lot of inverted clipping masks because it just makes my life easier. And I'm just editing this mesh so that it works better. And when I say editing the mesh, I mean like the presenting mesh. The actual original art mesh here is actually just an oval, a green oval. But I am going to come in here and make this a little bit cleaner. I could go a step further and I could just like redo that too. It's tempting. It is incredibly tempting. Let me see here. What do I have? Do I have anything? Like, my whole hierarchy here is just ducked, okay? I don't have much of a hierarchy because of just, like, how fast I sped through this, which, by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. As crazy as it is, I am saving it because I still have the model file. It's fine, and I know how to do it, so it's no big deal. Let me see, actually, these. Those can stay. Those can stay like that. Let me see. Just slightly bring that in. So we want to kind of clean up how that curve works. This is what I'm talking about when I say, like, you can't actually technically edit the default mesh. I mean, you're not really editing the default, but you're editing the front-facing, staring into your soul default, which has no rigging on it right now, and will look absolutely insane if I try to show it in motion. There we go. I think that's a bit smoother. I really should have just made better art to begin with, but I was rushing. And it was a proof of concept project. It was a proof of concept more than anything. Okay, let's see here. Alrighty. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. That's not gonna be good. So what we're gonna do, because that's how it's looking right now. So we need to grab the top lash, see what's over it, get rid of that. Find it again. We're gonna get rid of this too. Because I don't know how well this is gonna work once I'm actually, like, finished with the actual animations and stuff. So, we're gonna do that. Where did it go? There we go. Okay, so you're all the way over there. I guess that's for the other eye. Yeah, at some point in the future, I'm gonna have to, like, I think, because I don't think I've ever seen any videos on hierarchy. I might make a video on hierarchy because this is a hot mess because I didn't know what I was doing. I really did not. There's also a wild dot lure in chat. You could try to catch it using exclamation point Pokecatch. Okay. Why is this mouse wheel like it is? Also, we can put that back open. It's like I tried to fix this eye and it didn't work because I did not properly copy paste the eye. And that was after not properly rigging it in the first place. So we're gonna actually start with selecting everything on here. And we're quite literally going to just delete, 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 delete. Okay, we can't quite do that. I wanted to do it like that, but it's not gonna be that easy. I think we have to go delete, 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 delete. There we go. There we go, chat. We got it. Okay. And now we get rid of all of these things. Let me see. I got the jiggle too. I'm gonna leave the jiggle for now. I may have to get rid of it though. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of I guess we can leave it like that for now. I think we'll go ahead and start with prepping this. Making our path deformer. There we go. I know that one seems a little bit complicated, but we have level 3 here that we can do the same thing and make this a lot more, how do you say, not terrible? So I think I'm gonna go here, 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 here for level 3. And level 3 is just another easier way to kind of manipulate stuff. It's just how you get your rough shape in order. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and edit this, make this back to 1 for the maximum for now. So we have a 1 a maximum. This just makes life easier until I'm actually ready to do like the super wide open eyes. Also, we are about to go to break, so we're gonna take a quick break. A 3-minute break for ads. Yeah. We will be right back, chat. Okay. Time to get over my childhood fear. No, 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 let me out, let me out. I can't. Whoa. But I know I need to. Come on, Lonk. Come on, Lonk. Oh. Okay, I made it past. Oh, hey. Piece of heart. Just a piece of heart. Why? I wanted a song. This was optional. I am directly above a thingy. That would be very mean. That would be very mean, Saucepot. Ah! I should have seen it coming. I really should have seen it coming. It is a good thing I have fairies. What? 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 I don't remember a shrine being right here. When did this happen? Yeah. Whee! Ah! I didn't see that coming. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm still on top. I am still, oh gosh. Oh gosh. I am dizzy. I am, oh. Jeez. Chat. I can't tell what I'm doing. This is awful. Oh gosh, what way am I actually looking? Oh geez. Oh my. Oh my goodness. I honestly, help. I'm gonna go over here, because if I remember right, there was a particular mushroom. Yep. Sunshroom. Well, that's the first death. Well, I should have expected that. Well, let's try this again. Let's try this again. No mushroom. That's what I get for being obsessed with mushrooms. Again? Well, that's number 2. Okay, take 3. Take 3 on grabbing. Give me the mushies! I don't even know why I just called it mushies. I'm so sorry for that chat. Why? Chat. have any kind of just empathy or sympathy for the duck over here. You never cease to surprise me. You never cease to surprise me. I don't know why I'm even surprised. Okay, seriously this time. Gonna run out of coins at some point. Okay, we are back. You love that clip, villain. Also, hello, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while since I have strommed, but I'm here, and also I realized while I was on break that I forgot to change my category, and nobody told me. So we're gonna fix that. We're fixing that. There we go. We're in art. We're in art now. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you're doing right, all right, and thank you for the hydrate. I will certainly take a drink of my water. I've been drinking so much more water lately, but also, I've been drinking, or not drinking, I've been eating a lot more veggies too. Now that I'm finally starting to get settled in here, I was able to get a whole bunch of veggies, a whole bunch of like good food, no more just ramen only. Ramen and mac and cheese and eggs and ramen and noodles and pudding cups, because those are really cheap, shockingly enough. I don't know if you've ever checked, but if you ever wanted to like get really cheap pudding, you just go to like a Walmart and you look for snack pack. They got like literally 4 cups for like $1.25. Although if you find generic brand, it's like $1 for 4 cups, which, you know, is really cheap. So you can partially subsist on pudding cups. Partially. You know, if you're broke. I don't recommend it, but it's an option. It's there. It's a thing. But yeah, I figured today we would basically go through here and fix my eyes. Because I have a problem. And that problem is my eyes are jank on my Chibi model. Because I rushed this thing. I rushed it so hard. And it's very evident. So we're gonna fix it. We're gonna start by doing our open and close. We're doing this. Wish my eyes could be fixed like that for real. It'd be really nice to be like, oh, I'm just gonna fix my vision by just, you know, doing a little bit of work on PC. But yeah, no, I really needed to fix my eyes. So that's what we're doing today. So we're in edit level 3, which is rough editing. So we're just gonna kind of do this number to get it into the rough shape. Boop. Boop. Let me just zoom in slightly. And you can see how like the shift drag works. It basically makes it go in a straight line. Super, super useful. Let's hide the bounding box, which is that red box that you saw. This is the proper way, chat. This is the proper way the eyes are actually supposed to close. Okay, we're gonna go back to level 2 because now we have more dots. We can kind of move it how we wanna. I'm gonna kind of bring that down just a little bit because we're gonna be moving the side lash and like the bottom lash line. And we're gonna kind of pull that out just a wee bit. So now what we got is a more properly opening and closing lash line on top. I'll capitalize one cheat pudding on a super special occasion one of these days. Until then, gotta slim down, keep eating healthy. Absolutely. You know, I have been eating more lean, more clean, if you will, on, you know, vegetables and fruit, and like I've been drying a bunch of apples, well rather Zyrite has been drying a bunch of apples and strawberries and grapes and other things so that we can preserve them and keep them good for a long time, but also because they make great snacks, shockingly, because the sugars are more concentrated, so you get to enjoy a sweet snack. And you can get a lot of nutrition in yourself that way. And also not waste anything. So we got this. That's working. Although I just realized that that is close. So let's reflect this. There we go. I realized I was on the wrong one. If that ever happens, chat, you just go over here and you hit reflect. And it makes it the opposite one. But since we're on one, we want this to be the open. And then this one to be the closed. I actually haven't really lost much weight. But I have had a stable weight. I will say that. Then again, I'm also not fat, I guess. Like, I'm not... Like, I'm overweight. But I'm not, like, super overweight. It fits my frame pretty well, I would say. I would say I have a similar body type to my model. You know, it's a little rounder, but not like round. Also, there's a wild gulpin in chat for anyone who wants to try to catch it using !PokeCatch. So now we've done that, we can do the bottom lashes. So for the bottom lashes, we're gonna do a similar thing. We're gonna come in here. And we're gonna make our path deformer. I want to be able to fit into my other pants. That makes perfect sense. That makes total sense to the duck over here. Because I have certain clothes I would want to fit in. My only issue is that I don't fit in them because they're too big for me. They're too big for me. Also, I realized I should come up with some more emotes for my Pixel model. I don't really have any emotes. I literally just made cat ears, and that's pretty much it. And obviously all the color switches. Which, by the way, for anyone who hasn't seen them yet, I actually rigged these on stream. Is the tracking a little jank? For no reason whatsoever? Yeah. But do they work and do they look cute? Also, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I could redo them for when I actually do someone's like YCH Pixel model that has cat ears or similar ears, because I don't feel like trying to redo it now. And they'll be freshly drawn and rigged anyway. But I've done that. I'm gonna do a more loose path deformer. And over here, I'm gonna kind of see if that helps you. No, that didn't work. However, I could probably actually do this. Oh wait, no, I can't. I just realized. No, undo. Just more like right there. So that right here. Get that rough shape in place, you know? If you do abstain from processed sugary grains, foods, dairy, those pounds will melt off. Super restrictive and tough to do. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen for me. And also, I don't think it's healthy for me to lose weight because, well, I guess I should probably gear up for story time here. Once upon a time, This may be triggering, so if you have had any issues with weight loss, you may not want to listen for like the next about 30 seconds. Once upon a time, I was really obsessed with losing weight because I wanted to get into the Navy. And eventually I got to my target weight, but I was also in hair school. I'm pretty sure you could probably see what 2 + 2 equals in that scenario. I kind of just ended up pushing things a little too far, and I ended up in the hospital, and never again. No, never again. I actually lost weight, but I ended up realizing that 129 pounds, even for someone of my stature, which is 5'2", is not necessarily healthy based upon numbers alone. So we don't do that anymore. I just eat whatever I have available and what I want. And my weight is pretty stable. I actually just checked it this morning. It was like 162. And I'm not mad about it either, because it's far from where I was when I was at my highest weight, which was like 210 or something like that. And I was like, no. But that's just me. That's seriously just me. You know, if you need to lose weight, definitely do what you gotta do. Just remember to never take it too far, because there is a such thing as too much. There is definitely such a thing as too much. Yeah, I'm a lot better. I'm a lot better now. And I don't really have the same issues I used to have. But I also eat a lot more now too, and I don't really restrict myself. For example, like last night, I had some carnitas and rice, which was flavored with taco seasoning, and I also had a whole bunch of cornbread, honey cornbread. I also had a whole bunch of red velvet cake flavored whipped cream, because Aldi had it on sale. You have to understand, listen. Aldi had red velvet flavored whipped cream on sale. Clearance, because it was a Christmas item. And it was literally... Yes, it's indie pop stream beats. It's good. It's quite literally, it was only like 26 cents for a bottle, like for a can of whipped cream. So I got it. Yeah, it's at Aldi's. I don't know if you have them down where you live, Villain, but they had it on sale on clearance for like 26 cents a canister. So I got 2, because that's not even $1. That's not even 50 cents, really. So I've been eating whipped cream a lot. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, you could always check it out. Also, hello, Julius. It's good to see you this morning. Yeah, if you do have all of these, go check it out. See if they have it on clearance, because it's like literally like 26 cents or 28 cents. I think it's 26 cents per canister on clearance right now. It's so good. It's so good. It doesn't taste quite like red velvet cake, but it does taste like if you took chocolate cake and made it into whipped cream, which, you know, you can't really be mad about, honestly. Who would not want chocolate cake in the form of whipped cream? I don't think I've ever met anyone who would not want that. Except maybe a vegan. But the vegan would also probably love like fake whipped cream, like coconut cream that is flavored like chocolate cake. So, I mean, yeah. Also, I need to save. I just made the path former for that, for the rough one. Okay. So let's go head over to the rough one. We're going to do open and close. Let's see here. We're gonna do solo to make this easier to see. My stepmom feeds if our dog's whipped cream, one of our dogs whipped cream every now and then. Oh no, you would not want to do that, because red velvet whipped cream does have cocoa powder in it. That is the unfortunate part of it. And as we know, cocoa powder and chocolate's not good for dogs. Because red velvet cake, for those of you who are not aware, is basically just chocolate cake with cream cheese icing that's been colored red. Like, that's basically what it is. And oftentimes they also add espresso to it, because it just enhances the chocolate flavor. Otherwise, I would be giving my own dog it because he loves whipped cream. In fact, when I brought it home, yeah, a certain kind of cocoa is naturally red. However, commercialized red velvet cake is made by adding red food dye. And it's made richer by adding some espresso or coffee. At least coffee, if not espresso. Yeah, if you can find it in your local Aldi's, you could totally get it. It's literally pocket change to buy it. So, because it was a Christmas item. If you look at the canister itself, it literally has like the Christmas decorations like on the art of the can, so you know for a fact that it was meant to be a Christmas thing. Which reminds me, when I was at Walmart the other day, I saw red velvet cake flavored eggnog, and I thought to myself, gee whiz, I would certainly love to have some red velvet eggnog and put the red velvet cake whipped cream on top. I think that would be kind of funny. And it would probably taste really good. Yeah. They also have pumpkin spice eggnog, which, I mean, I guess is pretty standard. Considering, you know. So let's go ahead here. We're going to not do the shift trick this time. We're going to just drag this. We're going to hide the bounding box by doing Control H. I'm going to kind of bend that out a bit. We're going to bring up. Yeah. I don't even think I need to do the full, like, path edit for that. Definitely at the end of this year, if they have it. Yeah, well, also, in general, like, right now, they're still selling it, like, unless they've sold out of it. In which case, you're kind of tough out of luck. But if they have it, you'll be able to get it on discount. Okay. So now we have a proper eye closing. Except we still have to do the rest of the thing. So we're going to do that real quick. I'm going to do 2. So for this part, I'm going to kind of bring this down. And then we're going to kind of mold this in because we can. I feel like this is a better way to do this one. I'm going to kind of bring that in. Bring this in. We're doing closed eyes. To get this to a good shape. Whack. Whack. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure about that one because you could see the thing kind of come in. Let's see, maybe moving this down. That might help. Almost. I hate the fact that that thing is in the way. Okay, let's zoom out. Why does it do that? Is it actually the side lashes doing it? The only way to tell is by doing this. Oh, I see what it is. I see what it is. Okay. So let's actually go over here to the bottom lash. Because I think we'll just need to kind of bring this up. Because I think we're going to be kind of stuck like that.
Yeah.
Happy to have caught you on this morning. There hadn't any coming to work today on account of the impending winter storm. It's funny you mention that because this winter storm has had me wanting to pull my tail feathers out because I keep going, okay, I need to go out because I need to go pick up meds. I need to go get medication. Well, first of all, I have to actually have my psychiatrist send in the prescription. But then I have to actually physically go out. And right now, looking out there, it's just a winter wonderland. There's so much snow. Like, the driveway is full of snow. The car is, like, got snow piled on top. I cannot because it is a controlled substance, so that is out of the question. That is one of the problems of having ADHD. It fucking sucks. Well, let me see if I put the side lashes on. Actually, I have an idea. What if the bottom lashes, I turned it into a third lash? That's an idea. Yeah. And then maybe you won't notice when it closes. Yeah, I think that works. Also, there's a wild masquerade in chat. You could try to catch it using exclamation point Pokecatch for those of you in chat who are bug lovers. Okay, so I think I have a decently closing eye. And nobody would realize that that's not technically a third lash. But I digress. It does not matter. Although I might want to consider, for this part, just slightly bringing up this part, just because it'll look better. Bring that up. Because technically the eyes like come up a little bit from the bottom when they close, you know? There we go. I'm gonna save that. Now we gotta do the harder part, chat, which is getting everything else hidden. But the way that we are going to do this, the way that we are going to do this is gonna involve this clipping mask right here. So what we gotta do is that everything in here, the sclera and the pupils and the iris, let's just do this. Let me see here. We are not going to have it like this. Okay, and I believe that that is clipping to the correct ones. Yeah, it looks like it's clipping to the correct ones. Okay, so, let's save this real quick. All of these things in here, including the highlights, if I can just locate them. Okay, this one too also needs to be an inverted mask. So we got that one. We got this, I want that one to stay out because I want it to be in front of the lashes. Just because it's a stylization choice, okay? It is a stylization choice. It's not realistic, but it's stylized, okay? Okay. So we are going to do... Okay, let me fix that then. Thank you for letting me know that. I will turn that down just a wee bit. Because I can only go so loud. I can only go so loud because I am not using any software that makes the mic louder. So, what we're going to do, we're going to come in here and we are going to do the clipping masks. And when we do that, what's going to happen is that the clipping masks you see here are going to prevent anything from escaping. So what this means is we grab these two clipping masks and, well, first of all, second one, which is up here, you know, I'm gonna get rid of actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it because redo. Let me go back. Okay. I think I did that okay. Alrighty. So now, once again, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do 2. Is what's gonna happen. So when this closes, this one up here, let's go ahead and just bring this. Also, I realized I gotta actually also do the sclera. I missed the sclera. So I'm gonna quickly do that real quick. These two. There we go. Also the sclera shadow. We are going to, yeah, we'll just clip it like normal. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, we'll clip it like normal. I forgot that I kind of ducked up that, that particular thing. So that's gonna be a challenge, but it's okay. Because I did not properly shape it to the eye. I just kind of winged it with, like, some basic, like, airbrushing. So we're gonna continue our journey here. Bringing this kind of down to, like, cover this up down here. We're going to bring that up because we don't want to hide anything over here necessarily. Because when it reopens, we're going to have problems. So now we're just going to kind of do this number. Bring that up. Bring this up. We're just gonna cover everything. Pretend it doesn't exist, you know, as you do. I'll just drag all this upwards. Oops. I did not want to do that. I will fucking find it. There we go. then we'll just kind of do that. So now we have this properly covering. But we gotta line this up a little bit better at the bottom, because otherwise we're gonna have problems when it's closing and opening. So we kind of bring this down close to the edge. Okie dokie. We are almost about situated for this particular mask. I love clipping masks. They're amazing. And they look better, in my opinion, than trying to, like, force everything to, like, bend in. You know? Why am I zooming out so much? I hate this scroll wheel. I need a new mouse. Okay. Alright. Now, when this opens... Yeesh! That is no bueno. Okay, I was trying to just move this way. I was not trying to zoom out. The mouse. So I think I might actually go like that. Let's see how that opens. That's almost where I want it. Let me do it more like that. Okay, that looks a lot cleaner. That looks so much better, chat. We're already working with a much better eye open close than what I had before, where I just basically did it super ducked. Just not good. Okay, now that we don't have to really worry about like the iris or anything like that with the opening and closing, we can work on the sclera shadow. Why is this so big? I think I might manual mesh this so that I can make the whole area just so much smaller. Because we only really need the part that shows on the eye. I might need someone to save me from my mouse because it is driving me up the ducking wall. You know, it really is. Now, the reason that this will work is because it'll basically cut off any of the mesh that is not visibly seen. And this will make my life so much easier. Only whatever goes out to these boundaries will actually be seen. And so... it's just going to be so much better. And I'm just going to do another quick loop around to make this a little bit cleaner when I need it to be. Okay. Auto connect. There we go. Perfect. So what we're going to do with this chat is we're going to do an open and close. For our close, well, first of all, we're going to actually make a path deformer. And we're going to kind of run it right through here. And you're probably wondering why. Well, the reason is simple. Is when we do this, we can now do this. And this might seem insane, and maybe it is. But this is exactly how we get it to work. And so then when it opens, ooh, I just noticed this over here. That is not going to work. It goes right to its spot. But we are going to have to work on that top clipping mask. Because that is not good when it comes back up here like that. So I think I'm gonna have to like bring this down more. Like this. Make it tighter. But also probably a little bit more like this. Lengthening it out. That's almost where I want it. I can tell already this is going to be quite complicated when I go for the smiling, because I'm actually going to make myself able to smile. Also, thank you for the posture check. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see here. So that can kind of come down a little bit. Let's see how that opens. Not a fan. Okay. What if we do it like this? That might be better. That's a little bit better. A little bit better, chat, but not quite where we want it. Also, with the sclera shadow, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I need to fix that. Let me actually, you know what? Let me open sclera shadow. And I am going to bring this down more, a lot more. There we go. Also, there's a Wild Mime Jr. in chat you could try to catch using exclamation point Pokecatch. Okay, that's almost where I want it. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a lot better. I wonder if maybe I bring that part in a little. Getting the eye open and closed perfect is an art in and of itself. Yeah, I could squeeze everything down, but it would kind of distort it whenever my eyes are like partially closed. Unless I did like a super, super scuff version, but then anytime my eyes jiggled, it would be noticeable. And I'm not sure I want to do that again. We started with that, you know? I think I might even just do this like this now, and then that way. Okay, that closes a little better. That closes a little bit better. We'll kind of bring this stuff into, because you won't really see it on the main. So then that kind of closes a little bit better. But I still have this part to get right. And I'm thinking maybe I need to just like make this a little tighter. That might be the issue. Okay, let's see. Oh, I did not mean to right click. Okay, it's almost there. It's like almost there. I might just do a slight shrinking. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe for the sclera. Because the sclera I could totally do like a let me see. Control? Yeah, control. Let me see here. And I might just go ahead and do this thing. The path deformer really does make it so much easier. Oh, I did not mean to do a control. That was supposed to be more like this. Let's see if maybe that helps. Why is it that my mouse wheel hates me, chat? I hate it so much. I can't... Like, I have to use the scroll wheel in order to be able to move the whole freaking thing. I think I might need to also do this. Okay, that almost works. But in order for that to actually work, I gotta bring that down. Okay, that almost works. So then maybe if I do the bounding box again. Because I can always do the sclera. It's the iris and other stuff I don't really want to do. Just because it makes it look so much worse. Okay. Let's fix this. And then zoom out enough that we can see. And then... Okay, that's doing so much better, chat. That is so much better. And because of how thick the middle part is, you don't really notice the iris and stuff, but that may be a problem in the future. So we should probably still try to, like, nip this, you know? And I kind of try to get this a little bit further down. Okay, let's zoom out a little. It's almost there. Almost ducking there. I feel like I'll need like a middle one, or I'll need like an extra clipping mask. But we'll get to that bridge when we have to cross it. I think I'll probably do that when I get to the smiling part, because I know for a fact things are going to get really jank with it. Okay. So this highlight, we're going to do something a little different. We are, in fact, going to be kind of shrinking this down. And then we're going to be moving it. And doing this number. However, I am going to make it more opaque when the eyes are like almost closed. And then make it disappear right here. So we're going to make that 0 for now. Because I don't like the whole, like, it goes, like, transparent. Because that's one of the issues I've had since I basically made the model. But at the time, I hadn't had any concept of, like, staggering some of the stuff. I just thought of staggering it for, like, fixes. And not really for actually, you know, just stopping the problems before they even become problems. See, that's an almost perfect eye open and close. Also, I noticed the sclera peeks out just a wee bit. So we could probably bring that up just slightly. There we go. Almost frame perfect. So now we almost have. Almost. As you can see, the closing looks a little bit better, but because I can move my head back and forth, things are a little out of bounds because I don't have the angles rigged yet since, you know. But you can kind of see it already looks better than this side because of the fact that it properly closes instead of like halfway closes. Although I don't know if you just saw that, so I'm gonna actually fix it in OBS because I noticed that always seems to happen. Let me just go here, physics window, let's fix you, there we go. Let's show you exactly what I mean. Like, it's a little bit out of bounds, as you can see. But that's just because of the fact that, you know, I haven't done the left and right and up and down. But you can see, like, when I actually close, like, if I try to look forward, it looks better already. So, we're going to continue working on fixing this eye. This whole eye situation. We're fixing it. We're fixing it today. Has it already been almost 2 hours? Jesus fucking Christ. Time always flies whenever I'm doing Live2D. Like, I never know where the time goes. That's the whole reason I did the challenge, the challenge model of making a Chibi me in, like, 24 hours. Granted, it was 24 hours over the span of, like, 2 weeks. But I only worked on it for, like, 24 hours. And then I spent a few hours after the fact, like I'm doing now, just adding to it and fixing things I didn't do the first time. Like my duckbill. Which, that's another thing I want to actually fix, because fun fact, I have problems with my duckbill too. So, I'll actually show you, if OBS will show me again. Let me just, boop. Okay, so, this is a little jank right now, but like, for example, when I move my duckbill, you could see like it clips into my hair a little bit right there. I want to fix that. I want to fix that too. So that's another thing I want to fix. New year, better model. That's what I want. That's what I want, chat. So let's see here. We got most of that about fixed. I may do another clipping mask, but for now, that's what we're doing. We're also going to do the smile, because that's something I actually never did before. At least on my own model. So we're gonna have our stuff here, like this. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do select, and then I'm gonna go over here, and we're gonna do that. Oh. Let's undo that then. We're undoing that because I realized some of these may have other extra things that don't quite work. Top lash. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't, because I thought I got rid of everything. Select. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. We're gonna have to just... We're gonna do this because we're gonna use warp deformers for that later. And we're also gonna turn those into blend shapes, I think. Yeah, we're gonna turn those into blend shapes. It's just gonna be so much easier, chat. Blend shapes make it infinitely easier to do things because it cuts down on the processing for the PC. It has less combinations it has to figure out. So we're gonna work on the toggles again later. But for now, we're just doing our smile. So this is when smile's not on. This is when smile is on. So what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to basically come in here and change a few things to make me look happier. Yeah, we're making me look happy. Happy duck. I mean, I know I already look happy. But like, happier like my pixel model. Like this. You know? Yeah. So the way we're gonna do this, We're gonna round out the lashes a bit more. Make it a little bit more like, hi, hello, how are you? A bit sharper, you know? Raise that up a bit. There we go. That's a very slight difference, but I think it should be good. And then for the bottom lash line, we're going to do this a little bit different. This is going to kind of come down because we are going to be completely changing the shape of this. That's right, folks. We are completely changing the shape. Because now we're going to be smiling. I'm not even sure if it's possible with this thing because it's one long line, but we're going to certainly try. Doop. Bring that down. Bring this up. Bring that in. And now, let's look at the clipping mask down here. Because now, we gotta make this in there. So this is going to be a little difficult, but we're going to do it. Okay, I think we actually did. we actually did it with just very little effort. But that is a little bit too. I don't know. It feels wrong, chat. It feels wrong. Making me look happy. It looks like my eyes twitching like for real? I can't really show it on this model, but that's basically how I feel like it looks. Let me see if I could fix this and make it a little less jarring. I think I gotta like move this down a bit, maybe. And then have, why do we still have that? Okay. And now the clipping mask. No, not that one. Not that one, yes. And then the sclera, we can kind of just bring down like this. We can just pinch it out. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And then bring that up, make sure that's nice and tight. Yeah, there we go. So now between smiling and not smiling, that looks better, right, chat? Right? Okay, that's enough. And that's just for open. All right. So I'm going to quickly take a look in the physics setting. That looks so ducking weird. That looks so ducking weird, but I'm going to let you guys see it. Yeah. Although it still looks weird because of the whole thing I mentioned earlier where I have not done like the angles or anything. But it's a start. Also, we have an ad, so we're gonna go ahead and take a quick 3-minute ad break. If you gotta take your meds, you gotta eat, whatever you gotta do, take a few moments and do so. We'll be right back. Okay. Time to get over my childhood fear. No, 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 let me out, let me out. I can't. Whoa. But I know I need to. Come on, Lonk. Come on, Lonk. Oh. Okay, I made it past. Oh, hey! Piece of heart. Just a piece of heart. Why? I wanted a song. This was optional. I am directly above a thingy. That would be very mean. That would be very mean, Saucepot. Ah! I should have seen it coming. I really should have seen it coming. It is a good thing I have fairies. What? 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 I don't remember a shrine being right here. When did this happen? Ah. Ah. Yeah. Whee. Ah. I didn't see that coming. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I'm still on top. I am still, oh gosh. Oh gosh. I am dizzy. I am, oh. Jeez. Chat. I can't tell what I'm doing. This is awful. Oh gosh, what way am I actually looking? Oh geez. Oh my. Oh my goodness. I honestly, help. I'm gonna go over here because if I remember right, there was a particular mushroom. Yep. Sunshroom. Ah! Well, that's the first death. Well, I should have expected that. Well, let's try this again. Let's try this again. No mushroom. That's what I get for being obsessed with mushrooms. Again? Well, that's number 2. Alrighty, we are back. So yeah, now we have a little bit of a working smile. So now we have to do the actual closed eyes. which is a little bit more challenging. So you come over here, and now we do the other thing. Let's go ahead and grab the top lash line. We're gonna do solo because that makes it easier for us to see because we have a whole lot of stuff going on here. So we're gonna kind of bring that down. Bring that up. You know, I just realized, chat, I should have been using the rough one first, but it's fine. Let's just bring that down, bring this up. Alrighty. I'm actually going to kind of move that in because that's going to be more like this. Bring this down. There we go. That's looking a lot more like a happy lash line, right? Right, chat? And it's almost like it's like coming down correctly. Okay. So we'll take solo off and then we will go to the bottom lashes. Yeah, because we gotta do that one too. It's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna go over to 3 first. Is this gonna make my life easier? This is gonna be a little tricky. But I can kind of flare that out like an extra lash again, I think. I'm gonna turn off the bounding box because we're gonna bring this like this. Alright, and then we can do the side lashes. We'll kind of bring that down. Thinking about the best way to move this. So I could kind of stretch that out. There we go. Except this part. I don't want that part to stretch out, so we're going to kind of bring that in. So then we have, comes down like that. That's not too bad. With the bottom lashes, though, where's the bottom ducking lash? There we go. So now it looks a little better. Now we have to contend with the clipping masks. So let's find the clipping masks, shall we? Okay, so for this one, we're gonna have to kind of just we're gonna do this number. It sounds scuff, and it is, but it should work in theory. So we'll kind of bring this down like this. We'll bring this up. And now we can bring this down. Okay. And now we just have Creepy Duck looking at us. Okay. That should probably do. I am going to make sure it covers enough, though. Because that is always a problem. There we go. Eye open to eye closed. That's not too bad. But now we just got to do the bottom one. We're going to come in here again. And this time, hopefully it'll be a little less scuff. Okay. We're going to do this, but then we're also going to do this. I'm going to bring that down. Bring this in. Effectively, Live2D is just like doing art, but without doing art. Also, there's a wild Shuppet in chat for those of you who would like to catch a ghost type today. Okay. I think that's about good for that. Let's see here how it opens. Oh, that does not work, but that's only because of the clipping mask for the shadow. Also, the sclera could probably use a little bit of work on it. And the sclera could also use a little bit of work. So what we'll do is, we'll just do a temporary deform tool. Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Past deformation. There we go. Okay. That almost seems to work. Bring that down, maybe. Oh, wrong one. It almost works. I might move that out more. Okay, that works. That definitely works. Okay. So now, we gotta fix this one. Okay. I'll just use another temporary deform tool. So I'll just kind of bring this down, bring that up. Does not need to be perfect. Just good enough. Okay, that almost works. Okay, and the sclera still has that issue over on the right side. I'm wondering if I could fix that with the the clipping mask. So maybe I just move this part up a little bit. Just a wee bit. And then we can test. Okay, that does work a little better. It's a little bit too much right here. Well, let's see. Open. Okay, we have an almost properly opening and closing smile eye. Also, I will be turning this down, like the sensitivity for it, quite a bit when I'm actually using it, because I don't want to jump scare anyone who's never seen this duck smile. Because it's a little bit weird seeing the Chibi model smile. Right now it just looks like her eyes twitching. Yeah, it's starting to look right. So we go over to the model parameter settings, and then I go into studio mode in OBS, because for whatever reason, it always forgets how to read the windows. And I have to reselect them. Okay. So if I look straight on at the camera, it doesn't fully open yet, like the other one can, but you can kind of see the shape of it coming together. It's a little bit cursed right now, but it's looking better already. So it's a little cursed, but starting to come together. So now we have to do the wide eyes. The way that we do this, chat, is that we actually edit this parameter here. And we go in here. You might not be able to see this window because of Live2D, but I'm changing the maximum from 1.0 for my own sanity to 2, because what I'm actually going to be doing is adding a buffer this time between my eye open and then the shocked expression. Normally I do like 1.5, but I feel like 2 is a little bit better. And you'll understand probably when I'm actually deploying the model why. But it's way too easy for her to look super shocked. So we're fixing that. So we're gonna go ahead on everything that is on here, select. And we are going to go over here and make a keyform. And then we're also going to go, actually I'll save 1.5 for a little later. I will save 1.5 for a little later, because I can literally just put a keyform between and then copy paste the keyform. Which is what I'm going to have to do anyway, even if I put the keyform there. So, we're going to go ahead up here. And now, I'm going to do regular first before I do the happy. Because they kind of just meld together ultimately. So we're going to go to level 3. Yeah, we're on level 3. And we're just gonna bring this super up. Like that. And then we're gonna bring the sclera up too. But first, before we can take the sclera up, we're gonna have to take care of the clipping mask. See, the clipping mask, as you can see, is way too far down. So we have to bring this all the way up. I'm also gonna kind of expand it a little bit because I have issues. I've had it happen way too many times where I think I'm alright, and then it just happens to be somewhere up here that the pupil and the iris are like hanging out. And we don't want to have that, so we're gonna just do that. We're also gonna kind of expand this downwards for the same reason. I'm gonna bring that down just slightly. But I am gonna probably come in here like this and then just kind of yoink these. Alright. And now the sclera can actually come in here like this. And I'm just gonna take this whole top rung. And we are going to literally just move it up. Bring that down. And now we gotta fix the sclera shadow. And that's not too hard to do. Once again, literally just zoop. There we go. So now it goes up. Super, super high like that. But now we gotta have the bottom also. Because it's not gonna be a proper, like, shocked eye without that. So we're gonna kind of bring this down. Hello! Good morning, Mr. Tomo. I'm fixing my model for the first time in forever because I have not had half a chance to do Live2D, and I realized that my model has jank, like, ducking eyes that I kind of rushed on when I first made the model because I tried to make it too fast. Welcome in. Good morning. It's good to see you. For those who don't know, Mr. Tomo is a really cool Pokemon streamer, usually on super early mornings, in my own experience, at least over here in the US. That's not obviously the case over in Europe and other parts of the world, but oh, you damaged your thumb a small amount and you can officially blame Nintendo. Oh no. That's no bueno. That's not good. Don't hurt yourself. But, it is good to see you. Because I have not had half a chance to hang out on Twitch at all. Oh no, I'm gonna have to fix the inverted mask down here. I'm gonna move it down a bit for now. I will fix shortly. But yeah, I'm fixing my eyes because they've been bothering me for forever. They made the button press suck. Oh no. Doing the contest? Gotcha. I mean, it makes sense. Nintendo has hurt me too, just in different ways. I still don't know when the heck we are going to get Twilight Princess for the Ducking Switch or their new console. I hope to Ducking Wad. Because as much as I love my Wii U, I would like to not have to bust it out every time I want to play Twilight Princess. You know? Like, they put them too close, so one could be perfect, but the next one too is too early. Makes sense. I will note, Nintendo does not have the best controllers as far as, like, layout goes, in my opinion. They do like to experiment. I will note my favorite controller from Nintendo, though, is probably the GameCube controller. It's a really fantastic controller for playing Smash Bros. Because the A button is so big and it's so easy to press. But then if you're trying to play with Joy-Con, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. It really ain't. Okay. Now, for extra added effect, we gotta do something with the lashes. So I'm probably gonna do an alt drag. And then probably move it up just slightly. Here we go. We got the widening of the eyes. Of course, with that, we need to also change the pupil and iris and all that fun stuff. This one is a simple mash A, but the problem is my controller's A buttons are broken due to how many... Yeah, you use them a lot in Pokemon because everything is just mashing A. You know, going through battles, if you have a really good team, is just a bunch of A. You know, just in general, you use that button a lot. It's probably the most used button thinking about it. In, like, any game, honestly. Not just Pokemon. Okay, so we got the shocked expression. Now what we're gonna do, we're going to select, right? And actually, no, we're not going to select yet. We're going to go to the second clipping mask because I want to make sure I'm covering enough. So I had it happen way too often where I'm just not covering quite enough. And it is a problem because it causes things to look real jank. And that's the entire reason I'm redoing my eyes. I'm probably going to make like an eye mask where like it goes along the edges here so that I can stop the iris from going too far. Crab Abominable. I have never heard of that Pokemon before, but it's in chat if you want to try to catch it using !PokeCatch. So now that I got that part. Ooh, that's kind of a rough transition. That is a little rough. But I could probably fix that through like a middle thing. I'll probably do that later, as I don't want to do it while I'm doing like the basic part of this, because then I'm going to get lost in all of the little details. It is a problem with Live2D. It is a constant struggle. But yeah, Live2D has gotten to be a lot easier for me. A lot easier than like drawing, which is kind of sad because I was supposed to be an artist first. I was supposed to be you know, like a regular drawing artist. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make myself a model and prove that anyone can be a VTuber even if they have like 0 skills. And then I ended up making my first ducking model, which is very scuff, but nevertheless, it worked. It served its function. And I was like, I'm gonna do a raffle for Live2D even though I don't know what the duck I'm doing. And then I made another model. And then... But it took me like 6 months or so. It took me way too ducking long. And then I did another few models, and then it clicked. And now I'm just better at Live2D than I am at actually drawing, which is a problem. It's really a problem, chat. I don't know what to do about it. It's a little bit of an addiction. I love Live2D way too ducking much. If I could just do nothing but Live2D for the rest of my life, I would probably do nothing but Live2D for the rest of my life. But I digress. Just understanding how it works just made things so much easier. Like how the parameters interact with each other and stuff. So now we have that. The next part's gonna be the middle stuff. So we're gonna do the iris. We don't need the open-close one anymore. We're not doing that. So these two. I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 keyforms. And the eye smile doesn't really matter for that, honestly. Also, I'm gonna do this as well, I think. Why are you here? Go away. Okay. I digress. Okay, let's do this. So now we have do the 3 keyforms, and that way it's also just easier. So we go up here. Okay. We'll have to copy paste everything for the smile, but that's fine. So here we are going to go Control, Shift, Alt. And the reason for this, chat, is it shrinks everything in place without changing the aspect ratio. And now I can go for an even more shocked expression. What do you think, chat? Ultra shocked? Ultra shock factor? Although I just realized I should probably, for the sclera, because the eye's like super open, I should reduce this to like, I don't know, like 40? Because now the eye's more open, so there's gonna be more light hitting it. But yeah, that's how you do like a super ultra shocked expression, is you just hold down Control, Shift, Alt when you're like resizing, and it does that. It resizes it in place so you don't fuck it up. Excuse me. I did not realize that you could do that at first, which is why I don't have super shocked looking eyes. I was thinking about showing you in physics, but I realized I have to copy over everything first. Select. Okay. So what we're gonna do is Control Shift C, go over to the open one here. And there we go. Specifically for the most open one. So now, if I go back into studio mode here, okay, so now you can kind of preview. Like it really, the only issue is because I have it limited in VTube Studio, it doesn't quite go up to the thing. So let me see if I can fix it in VTube Studio. Now let's see. I need a eye open left. This should go up to 2. Okay, so this should probably be closer to 0.7, I think. Like, you can almost see it, but it doesn't quite work because this specific model that I'm using, the retro one, does not have 2 max. So I can't quite fully show it. Also, I should probably fix that back. So I realized I was looking a little weird there. But yeah. That's pretty much how that works. It's a little bit better, but I will have to actually probably export this one in order to be able to test like the full shock value, just because of the fact that I don't have it that high on this model. It goes to 1.5 on my Pixel model, but I have it going to 2 for the Chibi model. Because I want it to go super small if I really open my eyes, you know? Now, I guess I could do like a nervous smile. Because I could bring in like, let's see, bottom lash. Because we could actually probably do this one. The bottom mask, and yeah, I think these two go here, copy, There we go. Now we have a proper... Oh, it's so funny, honestly. There we go. And then just change the sclera slightly. Specific for this. Or actually the, it might be the clipping... No, it is the sclera for this one. I'll just kind of bring that down to the corner. Yeah, I'm loving this, honestly. This is going to be a much better eye rigging. It's going to be a lot more expressive, you guys. I might try to finish this between now and the next stream, but I'm not sure if I can. I'm going to be doing a lot of work over today after stream, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I have a collab. I have a collab with another VTuber who goes by Raina Aeon, I believe is how you pronounce their name. But they do a lot of like collab stuff in the morning time. And I'm usually on in the morning, so I decided to go ahead and do that. So that's what we'll be doing on Sunday. For now, though, I'm going to post the Discord link for those of you who may not already be in the Discord, because it is getting close to the time that I have to be wrapping up before I got to get going, because I have to run some errands, I have to shovel snow, I have to bathe my dog because I don't currently have groomer funds, so there's a lot I gotta do today before I get back to most of my work tomorrow. So, with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up with a raid here. Let me see who is all on today. Let's see. Saw Rez was on earlier, but I think he might have finished already. Let's see. Who is on? And then we'll say hi to Good Games Done Casual, who is another Mallard here on Twitch. Playing, it looks like an indie game. We'll go ahead and start the raid here. And as always, for those of you who are in chat who have a subscription to the channel, we do have a raid emote. Duck raid. And I do look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. It's actually going to be an early stream on Sunday. If I remember correctly, it's going to be like 8 a.m. Eastern time. So we're going to be starting a few hours early. Also, so we can have a little bit of extra time as well for the collab. So I will see you guys over on the other side. And I will also see you next week on Sunday. Although I won't really be able to stick around a whole lot today, just because, like I said, I do have a lot of stuff to get done, but we will be back Sunday. Oh, and this game actually looks kind of cool. So I think you guys will enjoy watching it.